Hello there, Guardians. Devram K has got a little treat for you. His Gearset, we're going to be taking a look at that, the Wildwood Gearset. What a handsome man Devram K is, look at him. Reminds me a bit like George Michael. What a handsome chap. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Wildwood Gearset that you get from the EDZ. It has a unique interaction with the New Land Beyond Devram Sniper. So what it says, a two-piece watchtower, precision final blows while aiming down sights, grant damage resistance until you stop aiming down the sights. And then the second piece, precision final blows with any weapon, grant a stacking bonus to reload speed, target acquisition and weapon damage against non-boss combatants for a short duration. And then weapon final blows with non-precision direct hits end this effect early. So we'll just take a look at the two-piece bonus. Precision final blows while aiming down sights, grant damage resistance until you stop aiming down the sights. So you're going to see it proc now times 2 resist. That is a 25% damage reduction. Now that is pretty good for a two-piece, 25% DR. But you have to keep aiming down sights. So that's the drawback. But it works with certain weapons. So when you stop aiming, you lose it. If you keep aiming down sights, it'll stay there for about 6 seconds, 6 to 7 seconds, something like that. Resist times 2, 25%, and then you lose it when you stop aiming. But like I said, it does work good with some weapons, which we're going to feature in a moment. But just one little cool interaction straight away. Destabilizing rounds Kindled Orchid, or destabilizing rounds repulsor brace weapon, specifically a precision one, so you can get them headshots to proc the bonus. You're going to get the 25% DR, the times 2. And then you're also going to be able to give yourself an overshield. Now remember, you've got to keep aiming down sights. But 25% DR and avoid overshield while you're aiming down sights is actually pretty good. And now we'll get into the 4-piece. The 4-piece states precision final blows with any weapon, grant a stacking bonus to reload speed, target acquisition and weapon damage, and you lose it if you don't get a precision kill with that weapon. So now we'll test it. We're going to see the first shot hits for 220. And then you're going to see that field expertise go up 2, 3, 4, 5. The numbers are ramping up. So it goes from 220 and it finishes at 242. So that's a 2% damage increase. A 10% damage increase. 10%. And it goes up 2% per stack because you get 5 stacks. So a 10% damage increase and 25% DR. I think that's pretty good. However, Devram's Gearset works really nicely with the sniper that he holds, the New Land Beyond, because this has got the perk on the Master, scoring precision hits, which works with the Gearset. It increases the damage, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to bore you with like an absolute load of testing. What I'm going to do in this clip is I've actually taken the Gearset off, and when I get to the Master times 10, I want to show you the damage. So I have took the Gearset off, I don't have it on at the moment. So once we get to a Master times 10, Bosch 4062, and now I've put the Gearset back on, and I reset my Master, and I've got it back up to a times 10, and that hits for 4468. So that is a really nice damage increase on the New Land Beyond. It's additional 10% on top of the Master perk, so it just works really nicely with the New Land Beyond. If you like the New Land Beyond or precision weapons, I have got some other weapons to show you that it works really nicely. But for me, I think it's quite an underrated Gearset. 25% DR when you're aiming down sights, and that 10% stacking damage bonus as well, which does also work with weapon perks such as New Land Beyond. I mean, New Land Beyond fits perfectly because you are going to be aiming down sights all of the time. And if you do get that 3 or 4 stack going on the gear piece, that just adds extra to the Master perk. I've got a couple of other weapons to show you that I think it works really nicely with as well. The other thing I just want to show you as well is when you have got your field expertise up, it says if you don't get a precision kill, you lose the stack. That only counts with your weapon. If you get a kill with a grenade or something like that, you still keep your stacks. So it's only due to the weapon. Like, if you don't get a precision kill with your weapon, you're going to lose your stack. But if you use a grenade or a melee ability or something like that, you will keep your stacks up. So I wanted to throw that one in there. So pretty good for precision weapons. Wish Ender works pretty nicely with that. Getting a free 10% damage increase, because again, it's one of the weapons you're going to be aimed down sights with quite a lot. Ariana's Vow as well, aim down sights. Vex Mythoclast, you're probably going to be aiming down sights quite a bit. So all of these sort of weapons are going to work really nicely. Like I said, just a free extra 10% damage increase and 25% DR. And again, you compare it with things like repulsor brace weapons and stuff like that. I wanted to give you a quick review of it because I think it's good under the radar a little bit. I'm going to fit this onto a New Land Beyond build in the next couple of days on my Solar Hunter. I think it'll be pretty good. A free extra 10% damage on the Master, plus the other weapons, and a 25% DR could be pretty good. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.